Welcome back to Red Lip MUA. I am sorry for the absence. I went on vacation and then I got COVID and then I got sick again. And so I'm still not 100%. You can probably hear it in my voice. But I am feeling up to a makeup challenge, so we are going to be picking a palette. So we are on day 21 of my makeup challenge, and since it's been a minute, let's reiterate that the makeup challenge is choosing a makeup palette at random and creating a look out of it because there are so many palettes that I have not used. This is not my idea. This was an idea from a TikToker that I've watched, and I loved the idea because she has way more than I do. But I had a lot of palettes that I had not used yet, and this was a good way to kind of make me use them. So let's pick a palette. The palette that I chose today is this Colourpop Just My Luck palette. And this is what the inside of it looks like. I love this color, but I'm obsessed with this color too. This one's going to be a fun one. First thing as always, Milani Eyeshadow Primer. My eyes are all primed and set, so I'm going to use a Morphe E36 brush. It's a really small, dense brush, and I'm going to dip into this darkest shade right here called Too Matcha. And I'm going to start to put that in my crease, really focusing on building the color up. So I'm looking crazy, but it's okay. We're going to go with the Colourpop E27 brush, and I am dipping into one of these lighter green shades right here. This one is called Kiss My Hass. I love the names of these. And this, I'm going to start tapping just above that first green shade to create kind of like a gradient effect with the colors. On a Colourpop E9, I'm going to go in with Chances Are, this lightest green shade, and start dusting that on top of both of those original shades, just to make sure they are all nice and blended. Now that I've got that blended out to where I want it, I'm going to take some micellar water and some Q-tips and carve out my crease. I'm only going to take the crease till right about here, so about 2/3 of the way. Now I'm going to clean the crease up using some Milani concealer and a Colourpop E3. Now on the same brush, I just cleaned it off the Colourpop E3. I'm going to dip into Olive You, this like kind of dark gold shimmer shade, and start putting that on the outer part of where I just cut that crease. Again, using the same brush, Colourpop E3, I'm going to dip into this lighter gold shade called Mary Jane and put that on the inner part of my cut crease. I'm using the wrong mirror. Finally, I'm going to go into this brown shade right here. This one's called Charmed on a Colourpop E28. I'm only going to take a very tiny bit of this shade on the outer corner of my eye just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. So that is it for the eyes right now. I'm gonna go and put the rest of my face on and come back and finish up the eyes. I put most of my base on, so now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the eyes. The first shade that I'm gonna pick up is that darkest shade that we used, 2 Matcha, and I'm gonna put that on a Morphe flat definer brush and start to stamp that on my lower lash line. And here's the final look. So I don't know what happened, but when I was filming the rest of my eyes, everything just ended up deleting. Um, so I went in with 2 Matcha on my lower lash line and then blended it out with Kiss My Ass. And then for an inner corner highlight, I actually didn't do one this time. I left it as is. And eyeliner, mascara, those will always be linked below so you can read them there. So let me know what you guys think down below, and in the description box, as always, I will have all the shade names and all the products that I used today, so if you ever question that, it's there, along with my social media links. My TikTok and my Instagram are always linked down below as well, so you can always go and check those out. There is a short for this that is on my TikTok. I really enjoyed using this Colourpop palette, but I typically like Colourpop palettes anyway. This darkest green shade that I use, that one was a little bit finicky to blend out, but it did end up blending, so I can't really complain there. And then at first, I really thought that this bright gold shade wasn't going to be as pigmented. When I first started putting it on, it was not nearly as pigmented as that dark gold shade, but it did end up building up to a really beautiful color. So I really can't complain. I thought that it did a really great job, and so I'm really happy with it. I said really a lot there. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you for day 22.